Well, this is a strange place to see a familiar face, but it's a pleasant surprise as well. Did you fall down that hole too? Fell? I'll have you know, I'm an expert dungeon delver. I don't fall, I drop gracefully. But yeah, I certainly wasn't planning on getting down here using that particular method. Hey, where is my brother? I could use his help down here. Now that you mention it, I was hoping to collect a dwarven power core, but the only one I saw was protected by a thing guardian. If you could get the core, I'd appreciate it. Raynor loves those things, uses them to build all kinds of devices. Me? I don't need it. But my brother Raynor collects the things, uses them to make all sorts of strange and interesting devices. Since we're down here, I figured we should get one for him. He hasn't had one to tinker with in quite a while. Oh, all sorts of things. Sometimes they don't do what he thought they would, and every so often they explode. But otherwise, he really is a genius. When he isn't being a complete and utter dunce.
My sister tells me you found her. She immediately put you to work, didn't she? She's always been good at getting people to help her out. So tell me, what did she send you off to find? A power core? For me? For all her rough edges, my sister does have a good heart. Thank you for acquiring this for me. With a little tinkering, I'm sure I can use it to complete one of my many Dwemer-related experiments.
You going to enchant something with that? Can I watch? Ooh, got to be something good in there. One time I reached into a sack like that and found a bunch of live frogs. That was a strange day.
You true outsider! You honor Malakath with your actions. I serve the Furious One as well, and as his instrument of vengeance, I swear that the death of the Archivists will not go unanswered. You, however, have a different purpose in all this, I think. The faithful of Malakath require protectors, especially in these difficult and violent times. I am one of Malakath's mortal agents, one of the Agrakran. You would say the Blood Shield in the common tongue. You have the Archivist's blood, yes? There was little time to prepare you, and still less now. Malakath's vengeance cannot be delayed. But I can give you this book. It describes the path you must walk. You were not intended for this path, but you must walk it all the same. The Stronghold Keep. A shrine to Malakath waits inside. Though it hides in our prince's true place of power. The blood holds the key, though your will and your faith must reveal the way. Initiates used it to gain admittance to the Old Order, as did those who sought refuge in the halls of Malakath's true servants. It will guide you, but like the Furious One, it won't lead you by the hand. You'll have to work to succeed. Now go. The blood shields? To most we are shadows, but for a precious few, we are a beacon of light. Retrieve the sacred words before the Vashrok destroy them, as the Furious One has charged you. I have my own task. Later, we can talk more if you like.
Especially strong lately. I like it.
Before and as it will be again. Then it is my time. Strike true. Your quest will come to nothing if you falter here. Malakath demands sacrifice, even of his most devout children.
Yourself capable of doing whatever Malakath asks of you. Good. Only the worthy may carry the sacred words. You have done well, outsider. Not only were you able to find this sanctuary, you proved yourself worthy enough to take up the sacred words. You should be honored to be so favored by Malakath. The choice was yours. Though Malakath always demands a sacrifice, a display of loyalty and commitment. But rest assured, the Keeper knew her role and she relished the taste of it. The Archivists have been avenged, and Malakath's fury sated. For now. The remaining Vashrok will soon notice their shrinking numbers and depart Farum. Until then, I will remain to guard the Sanctuary while you get the sacred words to safety. The Agrakron is all around, hidden in plain sight. In Orsinium, for example, waits one of the most powerful of our order. Take the scroll to Chroma, but protect it safe until you reach her. The Trinimac cult wants the truth destroyed at any cost. Go to the residential district and find the house where the light of Malakath shines. Follow the light. It will guide you to Chroma. Give the scroll that contains the sacred words to her, and only to her. Now go, and may Malakath protect you.
Doing something with magic-y? Oh, good. I didn't want to walk.
ice just sprang out of nowhere. And all that water. I was raised in the Alakir Desert. The cold and the wet, that's just so unnatural to me.
Where could she be? Where could she be? My wife. She's out there somewhere. On the ice. She could be injured. Dying. Or worse, those hideous little creatures might have gotten her. Oh, it was a disaster. We were on our way to Orsinium, my wife and I. She's Lady Sovel, ambassador to the High King. She was coming to negotiate a trade agreement. But the ships went off course. Crashed in the storm. And now Sovel is missing. You want to discuss geography? Now? My wife is missing! We need to find Lady Sovel. She was helping people off one of the wrecks. The other survivors. Captain Henriza won't risk any more sailors, but perhaps you could search the ice for me? High King Emmerich relies upon my dear Sovel. If she were here, she'd know what to do. My Lady Sovel. If it will help, I'll tell you whatever you'd like to know. High King Emmerich sent her to negotiate a lucrative trade agreement with Orsinium. But it's probably too late for that now. What else would you like to know? It was powerful. Practically a blizzard. I think it blew us off course, but who am I to judge such things? I'm not a sailor and terrible with directions. Sovel says I'd get lost on my own estate if not for all the servants. I'm not sure how these negotiations work. It's really more of Sovel's area of expertise. Without her, I don't know who can deal with Orsinium. We did have an orc with us. Skordo. Sovel thought well of him. But you know how orcs can be. The last time I saw my wife. Right after we hit the ice. The storm was raging and everything was loud and confusing. Sovel sent me ashore with the first group of survivors. She stayed behind to help, just like she always does. Please find her.
Did I hear correctly? Will you be visiting the wrecked ships? If so, perhaps I could impose upon you for a small fee. I apologize for even asking. But I have no qualms admitting that I am no match for even one Reeker, let alone a dozen of the foul creatures. If, during your travels, you happen upon a gold pendant, well, it belongs to me. In light of all the lives lost, it may seem trivial, but I spent a month's wages on the pendant. It was to be a betrothal gift for my lovely Eleni. Thoughts of her beauty helped me survive this terrible disaster. Find it, and I will be in your debt. I appreciate your help. The pendant holds a great deal of sentimental value to me. It's a beautiful piece, crafted of delicate gold and inscribed with my lovely Eleni's initials on the back. There is not another like it for 1,000 leagues. Truth be told, I did not so much lose the pendant as I was forced to leave it behind when we abandoned the wrecked ships. It should still be locked away in a coffer in my cabin, if that part of our ship hasn't sunk into the icy sea. You doubt my word? That pains me. Of course the pendant belongs to me. I am the one that asked you to find it. I am the one who described its perfect beauty, and I am the one who needs to recover it for his betrothed. What other proof do you need?
saw you talking to that milksop, Ethian. He's nothing like his father, nothing at all. But I don't have time for his belly aching. I need to make sure we don't lose any more people to the cold and the ice. I am. Although I'm not sure that means much now that my vessels are smashed upon the ice. Is there something you want? Or are you just here to remind me of my failures? Off course? What do you know of navigation and seamanship? I'm paid to make port as fast and as safely as possible. I've sailed this coastal sea lane before, not that it's any of your business. If not for the storm, we'd be in Orsinium by now. We rescued Ethian, what more do you want? Haven't I lost enough sailors already? The ambassador's gone, probably drowned or crushed on the ice. I have a duty to the survivors here. Besides, we never should have come to this land in the first place. On the quarterdeck, during the storm, she was helping one of those green-skinned savages she loved so well. Who can say, though, I was trying to avoid an iceberg at the time.
Steal anything good?
You don't look familiar. Which of the ships were you sailing on when we hit the ice? I'm the first mate of the flagship Matir's Fortune. I came down here to secure the hatches when I saw the ambassador's bodyguard. Then I hit my head. I don't remember anything after that. Now that you mention it, I thought something was wrong. I never sailed with Captain Henriza before, and I never sailed this part of the sea, so I could have been mistaken. I tried to reach the captain, but that's when we ran into the blizzard. I wouldn't want to disparage the captain. She works for Lord Ethian's father, and most of the ships belong to him. Because of the ambassador's mission, they wanted to make an impression. Nobles. Scordo the Knife? He's an orc from North Point. The ambassador brought him along in case we ran into any trouble. He told me that he thought something was going on, and asked me to keep my eyes open. The ambassador? I have no idea. I did see Lady Sovel and the captain having a heated discussion right before the storm hit. Oh dear. I hope the ambassador wasn't injured when we crashed. I'll go check on Lord Ethian. He's a nervous sort.
Anyone out there? Anyone that's not a reeker, that is? I could use a hand. Can you move some of these damn crates? I'm stuck! Damn furniture tore up my sword arm. I'm practically useless. Stupid ship started collapsing around me. Figured I was gonna sink before I got out from under this mess. Sure, I enjoy being crushed under rubble as I slowly sink into icy water. What kind of question is that? And just who in oblivion are you? I had a feeling I'd be seeing you again. You do have a habit of wandering into the most disastrous situations. Cold Harbor. I'd prefer to forget about that dismal place. I lost a lot of good friends there. A lot. Poor Darien. Do you remember Darien? He was a good man. Let's talk about something less depressing. How should I know? This may shock you, but I'm not much of a keep-in-touch person. Honestly, I picked up my rucksack and walked not long after you left. Things probably settled down, but I doubt we got all the vampires. Creepy bastards. He did he? Last time I saw that spineless skeever, him and Chorus the Mage were walking away. They left me under here to die. I heard them talking about the captain and the ambassador as they left. He's one of Captain Henriza's lackeys, a shifty-eyed mage who was always skulking around. Didn't like him. Look, help me out. I don't think I can swing a sword right now, but I need to make sure the ambassador is all right. Hard to believe, but not every Breton likes that High King Emmerich made peace with the orcs. They call us savages, and they want Lady Sovel's mission to fail. Captain Henriza wasn't shy about telling the ambassador just what she thought about orcs.
Might be something good in there. Might be nothing. Never know unless you check.
gonna keep looking for a while. Look for me if you come back.
Nice hole. I just fell out.
Fine, my dear Miss Sobel. Please tell me she's all right. Have you found my wife yet? Please tell me that you know where Sobel is. Where could she be? And why did she have to stay on the ship? She cares for everyone else, but refuses to safeguard herself. Scordo, you were supposed to protect her. Impossible. The captain works for my father. She would never harm my wife. Wait, we saw the captain head toward the signal tower. If that's where Sobel is, then I have to go there too. Don't hurt me! My father will pay you!
Dislike meddlesome interlopers.
I'm on top of the tower! Sovel, she's not here. And I think maybe that mage tried to kill me. Well, maybe he was trying to kill you. What? How dare you insinuate such a thing? I would never! I'm as at a loss as to where Sovel is as you are. My father promised we would go off course just long enough for Sovel to miss her meeting. She wasn't supposed to be harmed. We were just... It was supposed to... The captain has worked for my father for years. Father, you just can't say no to him. He said that the captain would take care of everything. By the gods, what have I done? Sovel will never forgive me. I truly don't know. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. Terrible storm, all those sailors who died. My father said Captain Henriza would make sure that no one was harmed. We were only supposed to get into port late.
There you are. Scordo found something. While you were up in the signal tower, Scordo did some scouting, and he thinks he figured out where Captain Henriza disappeared to. He went to see if the ambassador was there as well. Just down the path here, he found what looks to be an old smuggler's bolt hole in the rocks. Scordo sent me back so I could tell you all about it. He's waiting for you over there. I'll head back to camp. I need to check on the survivors.
See that cave? That's an old smuggler's hole. I bet my last gold piece that Captain Henriza is in there. Maybe even the ambassador. Nothing really, just a gut feeling. I learned a long time ago not to ignore my gut in situations like this. Besides, I saw one of Henriza's lackeys sneak in there trying to be all stealthy. I'm sure that's where Lady Sovel is. Why would you want to reason with someone like that? Do you reason with an angry Wamasu when it's trying to eat your face? No, you... Oh, ogre dung. What's that fool Ethian up to now?
I know you're in there, Henriza! Where's my wife?
Run back to your father, you pathetic little man.
Free my wife at once, you villain!
I'm going to do your father a favor.
She stabbed me! I feel a bit faint.
High King Emmerich will hear of this, you blackguard.
I knew you were nothing but a filthy orc lover. I should have gutted you the moment you entered our camp.
If you could untie me, I would greatly appreciate it. And would you know if my husband is safe? He's Lord Ethian, and I made sure he got off the wrecked ship with a few of the crew and passengers. Ethian? My husband? Tried to stand up to Captain Henriza. I never expected him to do such a thing. Ugh. Why didn't he stay with the rescued crew? He was never good in a crisis. Tell me, how bad was he injured? Ugh, this is all Ethian's father's fault. What a vile man his father is. Ethian never could say no to him. And Ryza was eager to tell me all about it after she captured me. If Ethian dies because of this, I'll find a way to make his father pay. Thank you. I should go see my husband. My poor Ethian. He wasn't a brave man, but he tried to stand up against that vile Henriza. He did, didn't he? Thank you. Now, I have a job to do. I'll mourn Ethian after I have fulfilled my obligation to High King Emmerich. I'll send Scordo ahead to Orsinium to let them know we are on our way. Perhaps we'll see you there. The orcs will negotiate with me. There's still time to salvage my mission and make sure Ethian's father lives to regret what he set in motion. But thank you. Without your timely assistance, more innocents would have been lost. No, my friend. You've done more than enough. The rest is up to Scordo and me. I knew Baron Matir was a despicable man, but to force his son into this treasonous scheme? I never could quite free Ethian from his father's influence, though. My heart told me that, but it's good to hear you confirm it. His father, always scheming. He wanted my mission to fail, even if he had to have me killed to accomplish that. But Emmerich needs this treaty. Ethian's father hoped to deal with two problems at the same time. My marriage to his son, and Emmerich's treaty with the orcs. But his scheme led to his own son's death, and he'll answer for that. I plan to tell High King Emmerich everything. I need to focus first on Emmerich's treaty before I can allow myself the luxury of regret. Scordo, I will need you to get to Orsinium as soon as possible.
May I speak with you a moment? I fear you've been misled.
Did that skeever Yaus ask you to find a pendant?
Oh, did he now? How typical.
If that lech has a fiancé, then I'm the queen of Daggerfall. That pendant is mine. It even has my initial engraved on the back. It was a gift from my parents. It turned up missing shortly before the storm.
Yaus and we became friendly during the voyage, much to my regret.
After one particular encounter, I noticed that my pendant was gone. Yaus swore he hadn't seen it, but then I heard him talking to you about it. How dare you call me a liar? Look, I admit that I exaggerated when Yaus admired the pendant. Heat of the moment and all that. He thinks it's an heirloom, but it really only has sentimental value. It reminds me of home. It's mine. I give you my word. Yaus and we became friendly. Fine, talk to the liar. But be careful. His words fall like nectar from a tree. I thought he liked me, but he only had eyes for the gold around my neck.
Tell me, my good friend, were you successful? Did you find my pendant among the wreckage? You did? That's wonderful. My Eleni is going to be so happy. Now, give me the pendant, if you please. I need to keep it safe until I return to Sentinel. Really? Why, that's ridiculous. Who would... Oh, you spoke to Azita, didn't you? Listen, she's just upset. We had a few intimate moments during the voyage, but she wanted more than I could give her. This is just her way of punishing me.
Fine, talk to them. Because he's a thief trying to make a quick profit. Your belief in me is gratifying. I thought I had lost the pendant forever, and with it, my one remaining connection to my home and my parents. Thank you for your help. Now, give me my pendant so I can make sure I won't lose it again.
Watching you harvest is exciting. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with that.
Reekers aren't usually that much trouble. Oh, but these were organized. Ever met a Reeker? I hate those sneaky little bastards. My hunting party got ambushed by Reeker raiders of all things. They were organized and their leader was powerful. He used magicka. They dragged off 2 of our hunters, including my twin sister Zubasha. You do that? Maruk took 2 hunters and went after Zubasha and Therig. But we're all tired and not used to being out on our own. If you can kill the Reeker chief and acquire his totem, I'll be able to save face with the clan elders. Maruk's probably the strongest in our party. He took the uninjured hunters and went after the Reeker. I think they headed toward the cave in the cliffside. Yeah, maybe. This was our first time out on our own, and things didn't go as planned. I'm responsible for what happened. Dorga's death is on my shoulders, and on the Reekers. But I don't want to lose any more of my friends. It was my idea. I wanted to show we were ready to help our clan. Prove ourselves, you know? We wanted to see if we could make a kill without the help of an older hunter. Well, most of us anyway. Jazim just tagged along to be with his brother. With all the outsiders coming to Rothgar, We wanted to prove our worth. Show we can handle ourselves. Gather meat, furs, provide for the clan. Never expected to get ambushed by Reekers, though. With your help, maybe we can make this right. I know it sounds strange, but the Reekers behaved like a raiding party. I even saw their leader bark commands in some gibberish language. If I don't salvage this, make things right, I'll bring shame to my mother. She's the hunt wife of our clan. The chieftain won't give up the totem willingly. But if I can give the totem to our elders and bring most of our hunters home, it will prove we aren't totally incompetent. I'll answer for what happened, but I want to make it as right as I can.
My head. It hurts like a skinned horker. One of those Reeker hit me with a damn rock! Orgotha, always giving orders. Thinks she was the hunt wife and not her mother. I just need to clear my head. Gotta find Avreg and Jasim. Don't want to add losing them to the list of today's embarrassments. They headed toward the cave up in the cliffs the last time I saw them. Right after that Reeker got the drop on me. Should have been back by now. Maybe you can find them? I'll make my way back to camp as soon as my ears stop ringing.
was fine until I stopped to rest. That's when I noticed that one of those damn reekers bit me. That makes 2 of us. But I'm more concerned about my little brother. He ran off to find our friends with only his stupid cat to help him. Look, if you could convince Jassim to get his arse out of there, I'd be grateful. Just watch out for the reekers. Yeah, raised it from a kitten and loves it all to pieces. Between you and me, my brother isn't an average orc. He's a little different. Just find Jas and the others before the reeker do something awful to them, all right? Tracked? I guess so. They weren't really trying to hide their path. Unfortunately, they were waiting for us just outside the cave. Speaking of which, did you happen to run into a big orc named Maruk? One of the reekers cracked a rock on his head. That Orgotha, always thinking. She'll make a great hunt wife one of these days. I'm sure the reeker leader is somewhere inside. Just find my brother and the others before you rile up the blue buggers. All this fighting is still kind of new to us.
You happen to see a small golden cat run by? She's ever so obstinate and loves to explore. Sometimes I think she's a better orc than I am. You met Avreg, did you? We look nothing alike, but he's the best brother I've ever had. I was trying to find the other hunters when Winks decided to go exploring without me. Stupid cat isn't afraid of anything. Hey, wait a moment, who are you? That's what I'm doing. But I lost track of Zubisha and Theric when Winks got away from me. And there are an awful lot of reekers in here. If you find the hunters, I'll look for Winks. Sound good to you? You want me to abandon my companions? And poor Winks? That's not how orcs do things. That's not the orc way. Besides, I may have been raised by orcs, but I'm a Khajiit. In case you haven't noticed, we're stealthy. At least, that's what I've read. The same way as any orc. A snow bear left me near a warm forge. I'm just fooling. An orc hearthwife found me wandering in the woods and took me in. She raised me and my brother like other orc cubs. Taught us to fight and hunt and break things. Never met another Khajiit, but I'd like to one day. This one is pleased to meet you. I read they speak different. I practice when I can. I have a book about Khajiit culture. Fascinating stuff, but my hearth mother doesn't approve. Avreg and the orcs are my real family. But if you mean about where I came from, no. I had this moon medallion when they found me. My hearth mother says it brings me good luck, but not so much today. You don't miss what you never had, though, right? Winks! Where did you get to, you bad kitty? Disappear! By the first forge, I'll never get the hang of this! hang of this stealth thing. That ogre didn't even know I was there. Hey, what's this place? It's so big. Find anything interesting? You look like the hearth mother whose horker roast comes out of the oven and the nose ring she thought she lost is poking out of the gravy. So, what did you find? Can I see that? Sounds like Khajiit jewelry, but it's strange that you found it in an old orc ruin. It's just like mine. Exactly the same. And look how the bag was placed near these odd pillars. I think it's a puzzle. I love puzzles. Maybe one of my dreams is to find out where I came from. Well, and then learn that I'm part of a royal Khajiit bloodline. I'm sure these pillars are some sort of puzzle. Must be a hint around here that will help us solve it.
saw a flash. I think there's something over there. Do you think that scroll was left for me? Let me see that. Seishara. My mother's name was Seishara, and my sire was Ozin. I didn't remember that. The Hearth Mother said that a hunting party found me wandering in a snowstorm, too cold even to cry. They took me back to the stronghold. They did. They've always been good to me. The Hearth Mother, my brother Avreg, Orgotha, and others. I'm an orc, even if I don't look like one. But maybe my parents were rescued. Let's look for more clues. Maybe my Khajiit family is still alive. They must have gone deeper into the ruins. Follow me! A riddle. She's playing with her child. Let's search this chamber.
evil spells. I think I remember playing this game when I was very young. Do you think they remained in these ruins, looking for me? It took a while, but I guess I did. It happened so long ago. I don't really remember her, or my people. I'm not sure how I feel about all this, but I need to find Winks. Maybe my mother left something else for me. I'll keep my eyes open as I look around. I'll look for more puzzles. And my cat. She's around here somewhere. I just know it. Oh, I forgot. Disappear! Damn it! face. Do you think that's a little smiling moon? Nothing happened. Try moving them around a bit. 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 She hid them with simple spells. I think I remember playing this game when I was very young. How can my heart hurt so much for someone I never knew? I think you're right. Making these puzzles seem to give her some small amount of hope in a difficult situation. I still need to find my cat. I'll scout ahead and see if my mother left anything else for me. Disappear!
Is it over? Oh.
Don't know who you are, but at least you're not a short, hostile reeker. I'll live. But you need to find Zubasha. The reeker chieftain dragged her off. Something bad is going to happen to her, I just know it. All right. I'll sneak out of here and make my way back to the camp. When you find the chieftain, make sure you hurt him a lot before you kill him.
He won't let Zubashar go if there's a breath still in him.
I think I found my mother. I was a fool to think my family might still be alive. There are other Khajiit skeletons in here. I didn't think it would hurt this much. She left those silly notes and puzzles for me. She loved her son. She loved me. I'm Jasim, but I'm also Elzar. Sounds kind of funny to my Buddhist ones' ears. No, not completely. They're my family too, you know. My mother said that I have trade and travel in my blood. I might go to Orsinium, apprentice myself to a merchant for a while. See how that feels. Yes, it is, isn't it? Maybe I'll contact someone in Mistral. Ask about Zeshara and Azin. I'd like to learn more about them. I'm going to stay here a while longer, pay my respects, you know. Then I really have to go find my cat. Farewell, Mother. Don't worry about me. Find the missing hunters and the Reeker totem. I've got the stealth thing working fine now. May Joan and Jode shelter you, Mother. And may Malakath guide your way. Winks! Where did you run off to, you naughty little cat? Well, I'm glad you're back.
Help! Is someone out there? Please help me! That Reeker chief was very improper. He kept stroking my braid. Are the others all right? I'd better go find them.
it over? Magister Irin never let me watch him do this. It's so interesting.
Thanks for rescuing my sister and the other hunters. But tell me, were you able to acquire the Reeker Chief's totem? Meeting you was the best thing that happened to us today. You have our thanks. I'll tell you though, I'm not looking forward to explaining all this to my mother, the Huntwife, or to our clan chief. Of course, we lost a few fine young orcs today, and it was my fault. I secured permission to go out on our own. I led the hunting party. And I failed to spot the Reeker lair. That's how they were able to get the drop on us. After I make sure we get back to the clan safely, maybe I'll go and see the new city they're building. I've heard it's quite grand. In spite of my mistakes, we got the Reeker's totem and saved most of the hunting party. Thanks to you.
Won't you take pity on me?
Good to see you.
The Relic Hunter returns. Tell me, was your search for Uzdabik's helm successful? There's a display case just waiting to be filled. So it really does exist. Sometimes you never know when you're dealing with myth and legend. Could I trouble you to take it downstairs and place it in its display? In the meantime, I'll find that list of relics I mentioned the last time we spoke. It's so nice to have a little help around here. Thanks for finding that historic treasure and setting it on its display. But this is only the beginning. The wilds of Hrothgar are brimming with all sorts of important antiquities. Indubitably, you've got a talent for relic hunting, and I'd be remiss if I didn't take advantage of that. Here's a list of the relics I believe await us in the wilds of Hrothgar. Find them, bring them here, and the museum will reward you handsomely. Remember to check the list. We have very specific needs here at the House of Orsimer Glory. Distinctive portions of history that we want to put on display.
soldiers at the redoubt are going to move on to Cap Pedro.
What's for sale? Outside.
Let's go fast.
Silver Dawn is lost, but I swear to make the banner pay. Careful, friend. Argent Mine has been overrun. I barely made it out alive. Murder and mayhem, that's what happened here. It was the Magnar Pack. They attacked us, decimated the Silver Dawn. I think I'm the last of the Order left alive. The Pack needs to pay for this outrage. I want them all dead. The Silver Dawn is a sacred order of werewolf hunters. The Magnar Pack are werewolves. They attacked our stronghold in the Argent Mine. I barely escaped, but I had to leave our sacred banner behind. Without it, the Order can't rise again. If you really plan to recover our banner, you must be on your guard in the mine. Not only are the werewolves cunning and fast, but the Order placed traps throughout the mine to protect it. Our founder, Adeliza Silveraxe, crafted the banner to honor her beloved son, who was turned into a werewolf. Forced to kill him, she weaved her tears and blood into the banner, and each commander since has added a drop of blood to this sacred flag. It's done as part of a ritual. They fast for 3 days and meditate before the banner. They see visions of Adeliza Silveraxe,
She made it our sacred duty to rid the world of the curse of werewolves. I am honored to be part of the Order. I will find other members of our Order, if they still survive. If not, I will recruit new members. Either way, we will rebuild. The banner will serve to rally us. I won't let Magnar and his mangy beasts win the day. I simply won't allow it. We had precious little warning that the pack was coming, but it was enough. We set up traps to slow or even kill the invaders. Rock falls, spikes, bear traps, that sort of thing. Tread carefully in there.